Katrina.
I'm Christina,
and we're the Gorgeous Geeks.
And we're here today to talk about Vampire Diaries mid-season finale, Homecoming, which was filled with quite a big twist for me. They had this big elaborate plan, and they basically planned for everything that could happen. For Elena took matters into her own hands and made sure Rebecca wouldn't be a problem.
That shocked the mess out of me. I did not expect her to do this. She's like, now you look great. Now everything's perfect for you to go to Homecoming. And then stabbed in the back.
I knew it was gonna happen. I kind of figured, but yeah, I did. I mean, it was still surprising that she would do it, but I could see that coming. Mm-hmm. The thing that I couldn't see was that they killed Michael. That's what totally threw me for a loop, because I don't remember where I heard this from, but I heard that Klaus wasn't going to be the villain of the season.
Well, I don't know. It was very... It shocked me. I didn't expect him to die so quickly. And
everyone's like, Michael, you'd be fool to wake him. He's a vampire hunter, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, they're going to kill Klaus, and then Michael's going to hunt down all of the vampires because he feels guilty for making them and being the father, so he has to kill all of the predatory species. That's where I thought it was going.
Yeah, and kudos to Joseph Morgan because he acted his butt off in the movie. I mean, not in the movie. And he did a good job in Immortals as well. But, and the Vampire Diaries, the TV show, when he was just standing there in the doorway and they're having this father-son
Oh, I love
thing,
him. He's like,
he was,
boy.
Yeah, and he had that tear going down his face and stuff. Like, it was great acting. Great acting. This show has a lot of great actors in it, period. Like, you know.
And, it's just, I don't know what they're gonna do now. And I was so, like, I know we like Klaus, or you particularly like Klaus and don't want him to die. I do think he's interesting, but I'm just like, well, what the heck are they gonna do?
I don't know, and Rebecca's still dead. She's gonna be pissed when she wakes up. She's gonna be
I don't know how she'll be upset at them, but she'll still be mad at Klaus. And so if they did wake up the originals, all they had to do, in my mind, would be like, hey, you know what? Klaus it was really who killed your mom
and killed your daddy,
and he did put you guys in a coffin.
And
so
also I have to say I was the whole. Well,
he's got some kind of twisted sense of loyalty if he just thinks he can tote his family around with him in coffins forever, and then wake them up and everything will be good. Like, it's just their dad who's holding them all back, but he's the one. I mean, I know he created this big lie with the family and stuff. So, does he think he can really keep it up? Well, I guess he has kept it up for so long, but I think he doesn't know that everyone else knows the truth.
But but it could go down to this like really big war between originals and hybrids. I think that would be kind of interesting, but of course I think the originals would be able to take the hybrids, but
I think they have to take the hybrids. Oh, speaking of hybrids, Tyler is, I mean, I was like, Caroline was like, well, I have to accept what, that you're a bad guy now? And he kind of is. And when they broke up, she didn't really have to say anything. He's just like, stand with me while I'm evil. And she couldn't quite say it, but he didn't need her to say the words. Oh, I can hear the fan
fiction being typed between those two. But it's sad to see them apart, but you kind of knew that was going to end up happening. It was very...
Yeah, they were so smooth sailing until that Tyler is sired.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was funny when he was like, I'm here decorating this van with glitter on my hands. The only person I'm sired to is you. I thought that was so funny.
That was funny.
It was funny. And I felt like such an idiot because when the time you thought was Elena got to the party, I was like, oh, look at Elena all dressed up for Homecoming, and she has Catherine hair. That actually looks better than her straight hair. And it actually was Catherine. And so I'm not surprised. I'm not entirely surprised that it was Catherine.
Yeah, not entirely.
But I was just kind of surprised that Elena would like, yes, let's bring Catherine into this.
Yeah, and I'll just stay home and wait impatiently. I mean, that's not her style.
No, it's not. It's.
I mean, when they had the masquerade, Stefan had to pretend went, but it was like she didn't know where they were going. Mm-hmm. So, and then she still showed up. Good thing she did, though.
Let's get on to Stefan. We had a little short Stefan-Catherine moment that we had talked about in the last video. But, Catherine said, I like the other Stefan. I like the good Stefan, and she doesn't like the bad Stefan.
Well, that's okay. I still just kind of would like to see them have a moment
Bad
together.
Stefan and bad
And
Kathleen
she said, "I love Damon too," which means she was just totally screwing with him. That tramp. But it's better this way because it's better for him not to be stuck on Catherine.
Yeah.
It's not good that he snapped Jeremy's neck, but apparently everybody's over that.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, but Stefan, the very end of the show, of the episode, when Stefan called Klaus, and he said 1,000 years, you know,
planning or something.
Planning, and did you ever expect see this coming? And it was just like, oh my gosh, like I've never, like to me at that moment, like Stefan hit a whole new level of sexy. To me,
I think everyone in the world would agree with you. Maybe not so many dudes, but
yeah.
Come on, Delana's, admit it.
that was kind of hot.
Oh, but David looks so adorable when he was told Elena he was so mad. Of course, he threw us his glass of alcohol in the fire like he always does when he's mad. And then Elena grabbed him and was like, "Everything will be okay." And he's like, "We'll never get Stefan back." And she's like, "We'll just let him go." And he had these puppy eyes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it was a nice moment. But I'm glad that she actually ended up saying that.
She was the one to say it.
Yeah, and I was glad and surprised at the same time, because it's really nothing much you can do unless he, you know, eventually lets them back in, and maybe he will, you know, especially if he starts hanging out with Damon. So it's kind of funny because Stefan is still kind of bad, but he's still showing his humanity now. He's starting to show his humanity now. So it's like Stefan and Damon is kind of like on the same playing field at the moment. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of interesting. And I have no idea what they're going to do or what to expect. These writers are ridiculously good, and so are all the actors, directors, producers. Everyone's doing a fantastic job. And it's, you know what, the thing about Vampire Diaries is that it's very consistent as far as, I mean, it's not like there's a crappy episode, there's this episode. Like, no, everything is consistent, and it just keeps getting better and better.
And you know, the one person who warned them, he said the plan's gonna fail because humanity's gonna get in the way. That was Stefan who said that, and it was totally Stefan's humanity that got in the way at the end. Because Catherine's, she did go wake him up and warn him and stuff, but she was like, "I'm gonna follow the plan because I'm gonna live, and I just thought I should tell you, and you can make the decision."
Right.
And so Stefan made the decision, and flipped everybody out. And
that was because Damon had him. But you know what? I still think it's better off that way because I don't believe that Michael would not have killed them anyways. Like, I don't think Michael could have been personing it because he just had this look like, yeah, I'm going to kill him and you guys are going to work with me. But I think he's going to go after everybody and it would have killed all of them as well. So it probably worked out for the best because there would have been no way for them to have gotten Michael, I think. So I don't know what they're going to do, but it's great. Oh, one other moment I really liked when Elena and Damon were preparing for the battle or whatever, and had the grenade thing, and she was like, "No, I can do it." He's like, "I'm the only one that would survive if something exploded in their face." I liked that moment too. So.
I did start kind of to like Bonnie again a little bit more, but, you know, then I started to dislike her again. But, you know, I'm surprised they didn't use her more in this plan.
Yeah.
Because she obviously hurt Tyler, so she obviously could have hurt the other hybrids if the situation arose.
Right.
I mean, it's a good thing Michael compelled the hybrids, but that was during his "I'm going to kill Elena if Klaus gets in my way" situation. So I don't think Damon might have had a discussion about that. So they probably, I'm just surprised one of the most powerful assets they had, they didn't fully utilize her. All she did was basically, you know, save Tyler from getting staked by Damon.
Very interesting fight when he was trying to bite Damon. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, like I said, I can't even say it enough that the show was great. But anyways, tell us what you think. Leave your comments and tell us what you expect for the next, you know,
episode in 2012.
Yes.
Year's almost over.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, anyways, I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks.